Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session on a Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope you had a great week and a great weekend. We, we had a nice weekend. We had a very nice day yesterday. I'm actually filming this on Saturday, okay? Because we are getting, what are they called? Like hurricane windows put in our house starting today when you're seeing this. So my craft room had to be moved around and packed up some and all of that. So my husband and I need to do that tomorrow. That's going to be a nightmare. But anyway, yeah. So we're getting windows put in all this week. Couple days this week it'll take. We're just doing the upstairs. Anyhow, let's get into what's been going on. So last week it was pretty, uneventful, really. I worked in here. I finished up my Christmas journal, and I've been starting to do flip throughs on that finally. And so that was exciting. And then I think on January 1st is when I made this. I do believe. I started doing it on New Year's Eve. And anyway, if you've seen my past videos, you know what went on. So what ended up happening, I'm just getting this other one, is I originally made this, and there are permanent links below on how I made this. It's out of an old book, right? Just a junk journal. And I really do like it. This is how I normally journal. Not really in a junk journal. And here's the thing, okay? Oh, gosh. Yeah, my plans have changed. So I think I told you that last week, maybe? Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to use this journal for yet. I have no idea. One of y'all suggested I use it for like a prayer journal or my Bible note-taking and whatnot. And I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this journal. I did figure out some things about what types of journals I like to work in. I do like working in these because I love the real estate. Okay, let me just stop right here. Let me explain this piece of duct tape right here, because I know y'all are gonna wonder why I have a piece of duct tape stuck to my hand. I get like these like skin things. I don't know what they are, okay? And I have one right here. It's like a bump under my skin. I'm not even sure. Anyway, I'm not sure like if they're like a wart type of thing, and that's some kind of virus. I don't know. Let me put this away. Well, no, not yet. Anyhow, my girlfriend used to, like, when her son would get warts and stuff, she would put duct tape on them. And then, like, whenever the duct tape kind of comes off, wash your hands, clean the area, and then put another piece on. And then pretty soon, somehow the duct tape, I don't know what it has in it, but it'll take it away. So again, I don't know if it's a wart here or not. It is painful. And of course it's my writing hand, so that makes it worse. So I'm up for trying anything at this moment in time. So that's why I have the piece of duct tape there. Okay, back to the journaling. So I really enjoy the real estate, the amount of space that I have in these types of journals. And what I did figure out is that I do not prefer to have different size pages in my book and different like things in the book that I had added into this, some tip outs, some envelopes, some pockets, and all that kind of stuff. I don't prefer that. And so, yeah, this journal, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but right now it's on my shelf. I'll figure out something. I'll come back to it at some point. Now, what I did really enjoy was my December journal, and I made it out of a clasp envelope. This particular journal, I used a lot of Brooke's, from Recreations by Brooke, her Christmas freebie. Okay, now she also put in some blue papers, and I explained last time that I, like Jill at Jilly Bean Studio, I do associate blue with January, Anywho, and a lot of these other vintage papers on here, everything on here is from Brooke. I love you, Brooke. And so, yeah, if you want the digitals, which I know some people have asked me about, if you want the free digitals, you need to go to her Facebook group, okay, and join her Facebook group. She also does Friday freebies, which are really cool as well, and she's just a really fun person. And also check out her YouTube channel because she's doing a lot of fun things. She had been, off and on a little bit last year because of, life. And now I'm so thrilled that she is, getting back to it, getting back to journaling and all that. She is doing currently an idea book that I don't know, I might do something with that. I'm not really sure. Anyway, yeah, check her YouTube channel out. In fact, she just made her January, February, March junk journal, and it's beautiful. So go check that out. Anywho, this book, even though it's vintage on the outside, it's still going to be my colorful hot mess on the inside. And again, did I say it's made out of a not clasp envelope, but you can again find the link down below. Last year I was doing a series of how to make a junk journal out of various items like small food packaging boxes, not clasp envelopes. What else did I do? An old book. Oh, and a hanging file folder. So yeah, what I found out is that I enjoy a book that has the same size papers in them, okay? In other words, it is kind of like a junk journal, but it's not various sizes of papers and all kinds of different ephemera and all of that. I don't prefer that only because I like to do my my own like pockets and tucks and tags and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's why I decided to make a new journal and not use the other journal that you just saw. So there's the journal front. I am using, and I'll show you. Yeah, I'm behind, obviously. Like, I have not done any journaling at all. Yeah. I haven't been in the mood, right? But today I am. So I'm going to be in here catching up on my pages. And yeah, I like adding fun things to my book on my own. And for that, I need similar size pages. So I don't know. That's just how I'm rolling. So anywho, saw a beautiful sunrise. Oh, on Monday. It was gorgeous. I love living near the beach. It's literally a 10-minute walk. Yeah, so I'm going to be designing these pages, and in fact, you'll see, I think, if I can do it today and get it up for tomorrow, Tuesday, a little bonus video of a journal with me. So I'm going to try to put some of these together. Now, this Victory, and this is how I do my own lettering. I do not spend money on alpha stickers because, quite frankly, I think they're a waste of money. That's just my opinion. If you use them, great. You do you. I like doing them this way. I simply write in my own handwriting. This is just a scrap piece of copy paper. I make a lot of copies. You're going to see that in a minute too. And then I just cut them out. Is it time consuming? Yes, but I love the way it looks in my journal. It's my own handwriting, and I don't end up with a bunch of leftover consonants, right? And I don't run out of vowels because I just write my own stuff down. So my victory for this week in particular was driving, guys. Oh my gosh. Driving for the first time. Oh, dear me. Driving for the first time in, golly day, six months or more? No, 6 months. I used to drive to and from work every day last year. That ended in the summer of last year when I stopped working. And then since then, my husband, he's my beautiful, beautiful chauffeur. Yes, he drives Miss Daisy around. But on this particular day, we were selling my husband's truck because we've moved down to one vehicle. It's just the two of us now. And yeah, so we're often together, very often together, all the time together, most of the time. And so we only needed one vehicle. So we ended up selling his car to CarMax, I think. And so I had to follow him in, or no, yes, I followed him. I followed him into town. Now, not only was this the first time I had driven in about 6 months, it was the first time I'd ever driven our new car, that we got in the summer. So yeah, it was like trying to oh my gosh, I must have done like 5 brake checks before I even left our development, because I've never driven it before, so I'm not used to the pressure of the braking system and all, oh gosh. But I did it. I did it. I did not freak out. All of that. So that was good. That was very good. So this goes in here and we'll work on that later. Hopefully you'll see the video tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to do like a little bonus video. Another thing I really like about these journals and like the size of these journals and the papers that I picked, I like picking matte papers, I cut them down to size. Sometimes they have flippy doos, sometimes they don't. I leave them in here. When I get to the page and design the page, I can either make it a pocket, I can rip it off, I can put it to this side and make a pocket, however I feel, is necessary. So I think I'm going to really enjoy this journal. And this is, again, well, the second time now that the third time I'm doing a journal specifically for just 1 month, okay? And in this journal, there are 16 pages folded in half, and that gives me enough to do a double page layout for each day, okay? So there is all of that. Oh my goodness. Boy, oh boy. Oh, the other reason too, I like using the types of pages that I use. Oh, I also put in some of these. So there are a few extra, I think, than 16. Maybe, possibly. I'm not really sure. Anyway, because I just love these pages and they're beautiful as is, right? So I might, yeah, like say this is a Wednesday, it would be a Wednesday here and the rest of it would be on here, right? So that would be my 2-page spread. And then I would just leave this in here because I just happen to like the page, right? And it just has a quote on it, which y'all know I love my quotes. So there's that on the journaling front. And I love using these. Now, I don't even know if you can get these anymore. I'm sure there are like other companies that make them, but they are from Recollection. So they are the Michaels brand watercolor crayons, and I love them. I got the idea the idea to use these from Sweet Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. And you simply color on the page and then you take a baby wipe and smooth it out, and they're glittery and they're just beautiful. Yeah, so I love using these. I'm so excited to use these again. So there's that. And then now on to what I had been doing the past few days. Let me move some junk around here. And what I still need to do. Okay, let's get, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I print a lot. All right, I print a lot. I don't necessarily use digital kits per se, but I do use Brooks, when she puts them out for free, which is so generous. I do believe too, I don't know how long it's gonna last, but I think her digitals, I thought she said the other day, they're 50% off in her Etsy shop. So you have to go to her YouTube channel, find her Etsy shop, and it'll be on there. But she does beautiful, beautiful digis. And so, sorry for the sniffles. It's kind of cool here today. That's why I'm wearing long sleeves. But anyway, yeah, I print out a lot of stuff. In my journals, I enjoy using a lot of printouts, okay? So I simply go on, oh, here's a sample of my writing stickers. Love these things. I print out a lot of like either clip art or like these right here are stamped images, and then I stamp them all on one page. That's like the master copy thing, just checking to make sure you're in frame. that's the master copy thing. And then I can then print them out as I need them, okay? So they come out like, well, there's an extra one. They come out like this, right? In various colors. And then what I do is, I think they're in this book here. I got these at Michael's for $1. You can get them at the Dollar Tree for $1.25. But anyway, and so here I spent some time the other day cutting these out. I'll tell you what these are for. These, I have scheduled phone calls. I know. Anyway, if you've been on my channel at all, you know, okay? I speak to my aunt every Sunday at 9:30, and I speak to my stepmom every Tuesday at 2. And yeah, I have to schedule those times in, or I just completely forget to keep in touch with people. And I would much rather talk on the phone for a bit and catch up on life than to text it all out. That's just too, I don't like that. Anyway, so I found these cute little telephones, and I simply type in telephone clip art into my computer, and then I copy and paste them to a Word document. Then I make a whole sheet of them, and then I save it so that when I need more, I can just go back in and print the piece out, okay, the sheet out. Now, some of you have asked me as well, and I think I'll probably just put it as a permanent link down below with all the other like frequently used items or whatever that's down there. The printer that I use is an HP Envy Photo 7855. Okay, I've had it for a few years. I do use the HP Instant Ink subscription that one of you guys suggested a while back, and I thank you so much for that. It really saves me money on printing. So there's that. And then here are a bunch of my little cameras, and this is from a stamp set that I have, and I stamp them out to this type of page, cut them all out, and this is how I keep track of the videos that I record. So I do that, and then they're all in, you know, I just have them in here, and these sit right on my desk so that I just grab them and go, right? Just grab them and go. And yeah, I use clip art for a lot of things because to me, this is more of an illustrated journal. It is a creative, that's what I call it, a creative daily journal because it has daily entries, and I have fun creating and being creative in it. And then a lot of times I like to just illustrate what's going on by simply using clip art. I'm not a drawer. I don't really care to draw, so I use clip art, and it works famously for me. So I think that's that. Oh, these little ones that I'm using, the books, I started a Bible study this year that I'll talk about in a little bit. And so this is where I'm recording what chapters in the Bible that I'm reading for that day. Okay. So the other clip art things that I clipped out and need to cut out, I just cut these out while I'm watching TV with my husband or whatever, are these little running shoes, walking shoes. I am back to my walking, and I've added running as well. So I'll walk for a little bit. I usually walk for about an hour a day in the morning. I've decided this year to, I don't know. I didn't even go walking this morning, guys, but I used to set my alarm for 6 o'clock and walk from like 7 to 8-ish. And then I get home and it's like, oh, you know, I feel like half the day's gone by. Yeah, I know it's only 8 o'clock in the morning, but that's how I feel. So I started getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I get up at 5, and then I do my walking from like 6 to 7, and then I get home and, you know, whatever. So on here, on these little things, I can either cut out the square, or I can just simply cut out the little shoes. And then right here in this yellow spot, I can write the steps that I've done, right? Because the journals that I do, they're not only for memory keeping and the things that are going on in my life, it's also a type of tracker for me, right? I track my husband's doctor's appointments in here. I track my YouTube filming in here. I track my walking, running in here, and, things like that. So, along with the daily activities, right? And I just want to mention as well, I use this journal specifically for my daily activities, what is going on in my life on that particular day, and they're very simple things, it's literally like went to the store, had latkes for dinner, my husband mastered the poached egg, which I am so thankful for, things like that it's just what's going on every day in my life, right? And I do not put my deepest, darkest thoughts in here. In fact, I don't put my deepest, darkest thoughts anywhere now. And that is not because I censor myself in here. I do not censor myself. And especially since I'm filming and this is going all over the World Wide Web, I just don't prefer to write that kind of stuff down. I just don't. That's just not the way that I choose to process those kind of more intimate details of my life. So anyhow, that's the purpose of this journal. And so therefore I use a lot of like illustrations to illustrate what I've been doing, right? Okay, so that's that. And then I did get Lynn's from Love Lynn's Life, her latest printables on her Patreon, and I will put her link down below. Now, I was a patron of hers for all last year, and then this year, I'm not, but I love her, and I would love for you to go over to her channel and check her YouTube out. She does fabulous journaling, and I really, really enjoy watching her, and she's a dear friend as well. So I got these for January, and they're super cute. I mean, look at, it's like a cactus, She has the dates she has for the month, and she has words. I love these words. Oh, look at those colors, so beautiful. I need to sit and cut these out. And then what else? And then more words, and then she has the months. And then she has the days of the week a little bit bigger. I love using these. They just make my life easier, And then there's my Bible study ones. I printed out a bunch of those. So there's that. Now, this is where I keep her numbers, okay? And since I have been a patron of hers all last year, not only are you able to get her printables, right? Which have all these things, but she also does other things, like she does journaling prompts on her Patreon. She does these. She does, oh gosh, special videos, things like that. And so I really enjoyed being a patron of hers last year. And once you, I don't know how to explain it. Like, once you become a patron, you are privy to all of the printables she's done, like, ever, I think. And so, yeah, you can go back into her Patreon, on her Patreon page, and you can download, whatever you want, whichever ones you want, print them out, whatever. And then once you've downloaded them, they're yours forever, So I keep them in a file on my computer, and then now I have all of these numbers that I can use, for the entire year. So I am pretty much set. And then back here, I just have some of my Memoji things. That needs to go. I'm going to take that out right now because this goes on one of my recent pages. I'll just stick that over there. Okay, and then like when the dolphins are playing in the cove, I have this clip art. This is a TVs that I drew out, and I actually had them as a free printable on my YouTube, so I'll put the link below to whatever video that was that had that in there. And then here's some free printables from Jill at Jilly Bean Studios. So that is how I store my fussy cut printables, so that they're super easy just to grab and use, okay? Let's see what else. Okay, I did want to show you this. and this and this. And just recently, like I said, I have started a new Bible study, and it is Sweet Kanoi over at Notes and Hughes. Go over there because she is doing the Bible study all year long, and what she is using is something called the Bible Recap. I'll try to link that below. Oh, they have a YouTube channel, yeah. And so the way that I do it is I like doing my reading at night. I know a lot of people like doing their reading in the morning to kind of start their day. I like to do it in the evening so that I can prepare for the next day, if that makes sense. So I did go ahead and I purchased, this is called it's the New International Version of the Bible, Journal the Word Bible. And I am liking it so far, I am. And then I went ahead and ordered these, they're called Mr. Pen Sleek, and I'll put them in the link down below. In fact, I'll probably add it to the permanent links, but they're chisel tip highlighters. They look quite dark, right? I hope that's not too glary. Nope. They look quite dark, but I'll show you inside in a second. They're not all that dark. And when you get a journaling Bible, which I did not know, when you get a journaling Bible, the pages are slightly thicker than in a regular Bible. Now, this is my study Bible that I had since I first became a Christian when I was a teenager. And it is the Life Application Bible, and I love it. See, I was doing some pen testing here with different highlighters and stuff like that. This thing has just, whoa. It's old, okay? It's old, folks. Pages are ripped out. I mean, good grief. So anywho, I don't even know if that'll fix or work or what. Anyhow, this here has been, written in and all of that, right? I've used it for years and years and years. What I do like about it, however, is down here, they have like a little commentary, right? An explanation and stuff. So I use this in conjunction with this and while I'm doing my Bible study. So what I do is I read the passages, and I don't have the thing. There is a printout. I'll try to put the link for that too. There's a printout that will tell you, here it is here, that'll tell you every single day what you're supposed to be reading, right? So I'll try to put that down below as well. And make sure you go over and check out Sweet Kanoi's channel, Notes and Hughes. It has been such a blessing, okay? And I just wanted to share this with you at the beginning of the year in case you're wanting to do some kind of Bible study. I think this year is going to be my year in the Bible. Yeah. So this is not like a religious channel. It's a journaling channel. I realize that, but a lot of you had made comments when on my last video when I was telling you that I was going to be doing a Bible study. And so, yeah, I wanted to give you the information again. And yeah, now we're in... Did I do anything here? No, now we're in the book of Job, but we started in Genesis, and I just wanted to show you where, come on now. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is what happened. I'm like, where are all my notes? No. Okay, I took notes in my study Bible because I had not received this yet. I didn't get this till the 4th, so I don't think I have anything written so far, I don't think, in Genesis. I need to go back and fill this in from my other Bible. Yeah, no. Okay, so then we went to Job, and I just wanted to show you as well in case you're interested or you do Bible journaling or whatever, I was slightly scared that these were going to bleed through, and they just shadow ever so slightly, no big deal. And then I also wanted to share with you in case you don't want to, you don't want the expense of getting highlighters. These right here are highlighters from the Dollar Tree, and they work perfectly fine, okay? I don't have any, way that I, what color, I don't have corresponding colors. That's what I'm trying to say. So, but I'm really, really enjoying the Bible study. Now, I don't do, fancy really anything. I just write my notes, and highlight passages that are meaningful. And that's it. So a lot of like Bible journalers, they will do, beautiful pages and all that kind of stuff. What I'm interested in is drawing near to God. And not that there's anything wrong with decorating your journal. Don't get me wrong. I don't know how to do it. I don't letter. I don't know how to hand letter. So yeah, mine's pretty plain, but I have been so enjoying it. Now, the pen that I'm using, which I found interesting because maybe I did. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, I think in the back here, I did some pen testing. Yes, there it is. Okay. So I tried Mr. Pen, I tried Micron, I tried Sarasa, another Micron, my Norwal pen, my Lobster pen, Energel 3, which is what this is, Pilot G2, and an Ink R2. And these are the highlighters. These are the colors. See, they're not very dark at all, which is nice. And they barely bleed through unless you go over them more than once. They will bleed through the highlighters, or if you kind of leave it on the page for a minute, they will bleed through. But then the pens, like all of them bled through, okay? But the least of which was the Energel, which is this. And these Energels I got, this is a needle tip 03. I'm gonna look for, or 0.3, I'm sorry, millimeter. I think I might look for a thicker one. I like a thicker pen, but the only thing that I've noticed is it just shadows, which is no big deal, but it's a very fine tip, which works perfectly well for me. And the only thing I've noticed is that, of course, there's an indentation, from writing, which I don't really care. Doesn't matter to me. But I've been having a ton of fun, actually, reading the Word and studying. It's been awesome. So please, again, go over to Knoy's channel. And what I do, let me just tell you real fast. What I do is I read the passages at night, and then I go to the Bible Recap YouTube and I listen to their recap, and then I go over to Knoy's channel and I watch her video. So her video is much more detailed, and I really appreciate that. And yeah, it's been great. So there is that. Now, otherwise, let's see. Otherwise, what's coming up, I still have to do this unboxing of Your Creative Studio. I will get to that. It'll probably be like a bonus video thrown in during the week. And then I would like to do a journal with me. And this will be a bonus video for tomorrow. I think my general schedule, which I don't really like to keep to a schedule, but generally speaking, my kind of schedule is Monday Ramble sessions. Wednesday is going to be like flip throughs and possibly glue booking and things of that nature. And then Fridays, I did want to start something. I don't know what it was. I think it might have been using the Your Creative Studio things. And what I might do too, because Brooke on Recreations by Brooke, she's doing an idea journal. And yeah, it's a book, it's a journal where you make different bits of ephemera and put them into a book. And I started doing that years ago. It's somewhere in my room, the journal is. But I would love to make a new one, and it makes it so much easier, like when you're creating a journal, making a journal, or you just want ideas on how you can design your page or whatever. If you're into that, you can just flip through your idea book and be like, oh yeah, I remember those belly bands. Yeah, let me do that here, or whatever, So I think that's a really fun idea. Not sure if I'm going to do it or not, but it could be in the cards for this year. I don't know. And what I would do is make a journal, and maybe one like this, I'm not really sure. And because this is just super simple to make, guys. It's super simple. I love the size, and like Allison says, I love the feel of it in my hands. So who knows? But I think what I might do is make an idea journal and then use that's how I'm going to use the Your Creative Studio ephemera. Yeah, and I'll leave their link below as well. Your Creative Studio is a company that does vintage themed subscription boxes, and they've been so gracious to me over last year and this year, starting out this year, by gifting me these boxes and so that I can collaborate with them. And yeah, it's been really great. So I need to do this. This is going to be coming out soon. I want to do a journal with me. A glue booking video is coming out. Yeah, lots of stuff, you know. So the best way to see everything that's going on with me and my channel is to hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. And yes, click the notification bell and make sure the bell that you click is the one that has like the little quotes on it or the ringing signs or whatever, because that means that you'll get every notification whenever a new video of mine pops up. Another thing that I said last week that I wanted to start doing was more lives. Yeah, I used to do lives a few years ago, and I would love to do some more and possibly you know, do like a journal with me or something of that nature. I'm not really sure. I don't really plan out these things. They just happen when they happen. So there is that. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else? I don't know. So many projects, so little time, can I tell you? So this week as well, again, like I said at the beginning, we're getting windows put in. So my room is going to be in shambles. Which is probably going to give me the itchies, but you know, it is what it is. I think my husband's going to tell him to come in here and do my window first so that, so that I can, you know, get everything back to normal. But yeah, it's going to be a nightmare cleaning all this stuff up, and I have to move my desk away from the window and all that. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's what's going to be going on this coming week. So yeah, I hope you all have a blessed day. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful, wonderful week. And I will talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.